I do recommend everybody gets a pen and a notepad out because there's going to be some key pieces that I'd like you to jot down. Everybody should have a journal, right? I've got a brand new journal here that I bought at the beginning of the year that's filling up quickly. One of my mentors taught me many years ago, Justin, when you find something that works, blueprint it and duplicate it. Blueprint it and duplicate it. For those of you that have been working with us long enough know that we love blueprints. In fact, if you go out to the CFX Power Team website, you can click on the business tab and you can go to our blueprint page. We have blueprints on various different pieces of building your CFX business, both online and offline. So Luigi and I had an opportunity to do this training for a few different individual groups. Okay, this was not a Power Team global community training. It was designed really to have with specific groups within the whole organization. But we were quite blown away by the results. I'll give you one example. We did this training last month with the Bahamas. This training is designed to be a 4-week training course, okay? It's designed to kickstart with the foundation. So I'm going to say that everybody that's in here right now is core leadership of the Global Power Team. Congratulations for being here on a Sunday. Core leadership, foundation. So what's going to happen today is going to expand. Like, you know, when you get water in wood, right? When humidity and moisture gets in wood, it just expands. I mean, this is going to expand throughout the organization. So we did this with the first group in the Bahamas back in the beginning of August. And I think we had maybe 60 or 70 participants on that first call. That second call, the participants doubled. The third call, they tripled. And by the time we had the fourth call, we had several hundred people on that call. Right now, the Bahamas is one of the fastest growing countries. Right now, at this moment, the Bahamas, they're pouring in. And it's because of resources like this. So we did it with 3 groups. And the 3 groups, we just did it recently with one of Shane's groups, Jeremy, and it had already we're seeing a huge ripple effect. So I thought, let's duplicate, let's blueprint it, let's give it to you guys so that you can take it and run with it. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. Leader, this is a leadership program, right? What's the definition of a leader? One who invests their time, energy, and effort into growth and the development of their team. As a leader, you literally go from focusing on yourself, which, let's be honest, when you start a business, you're usually focused on what can I do for me? But as you grow into a leader, you have got to shift that focus from you to others. And so this is just a definition that I've come up with over the years. In this space, it is somebody who invests their time, energy, and effort into the growth and development of their team. And so you guys are all here today because you want to lead your business, your partners, your downline. And that's one of the things we love about this rewards plan is you could be the best recruiter in the world. And the recruiter who can bring in 50 or 60 plus personals, that's great, but that's not a leader. You're not going to get to the top of this rewards plan and hit these gold ranks from President's Club and up if all you're focused on is yourself. So that's your definition for today. Participation in the CFX rewards plan is not a guarantee of rank. Just because you're sharing does not mean, let me hit this fan.
Yeah,
Just
somebody in the chat was saying that if the sound is not good,
yeah,
just log out and log
I
back
would
in.
say, buddy, that's one person. I'm pretty sure the sound is good, or we would have heard it from 400. So I would just tell that one.
The sound is perfect, Justin.
Yeah, perfect. Just type that in the chat next time, buddy.
Okay.
Okay, so participation in the CFX reward system plan is not a guarantee of rank. Just because you're getting started and you're sharing with people does not mean that you're going to climb up the ranks, right? In fact, hard work, massive action, and consistency are absolutely required. And a word that isn't even there is focus. You know, there's so many different companies launching. I mean, it's crazy how many shiny objects get started every single day in the space. Focus for 12 months. Focus for 24 months. We're dealing with a legacy company that is literally just getting into a momentum phase. So that's our one little disclaimer. I like to compartmentalize or break these trainings down into really bite-sized pieces so that everybody can really manage what we're going to go over. So today we're going to go over goals. You need a goal, right? What is a goal? I'll give you an example. If I were to take my family from the East Coast of the United States in Florida to California, my goal was to wind up in California. I would not just hop in the vehicle with my family and leave. Now, I might have done that when I was in my 20s, and we call that a road trip. But today, I would need to have a roadmap. I would need to identify where are we going to stop to rest. I have 3 young children. We're going to need to use, potty breaks and food and all that sort of stuff. And so I would mark my goal. I would then create a roadmap so I know where I'm going, and then I would create the plan. So we're going to go over the goal. We're going to talk about how to get there with the roadmap, and then the 30-day plan. Real quick, so that everybody understands how the leadership rank points work, and this is just a screenshot from the back office, but your points are not lifetime accumulative. Yes, there is a lifetime point section on your dashboard, but that's just to show you over your course of your time here with CFX how many points you've accumulated. We all know by now, or should, and this is just taken from your back office, that the points are calculated on a 30-day rolling calendar. Total points needed to reach and maintain a rank will total daily based on your points from the last 30 days. So for example, any points you acquire in your network 31 days ago, they're going to be replaced. They're going to fall off today and be replaced with today's points. And those points are coming from your entire organization, from new referrals, so brand new customers, customers who are upgrading, and then customers who are simply renewing their same package. Now, if you haven't yet, we did a back office overview, I think about a week ago. That's on the Power Team site under the training tab. But just scroll down on your dashboard and click or go up top to account and go to the leadership page, and you'll see a really nice, they've done a really phenomenal job at breaking down your business, right? You get to see how many points you need today, how many points you already have accumulated today, and you can even see how many points you're going to drop off today because of what you did 31 days ago. So that's the point system. First section, goals. Set your sights on your desired rank for the month. Now everybody has their notepad out and also the chat. I would love it if you guys would simply type in, what rank are you shooting for this month? We're going to type it in as well, okay? So we are shooting for ambassador. Do me a favor. If everybody would type in, what rank are you shooting for this month? I also want you to write it at the top of your journal. That should be the first thing you write in the top of your journal, is the rank you're achieving this month. Now, it's the 6th of the month, and unfortunately, because of schedules, we couldn't really get this in on the 1st, but it's the beginning of September. And so where do you want to see yourself at the end of this month? So envision on October 1st, what prize you're going to be claiming, right? What prize? There you go. I love it. Executives, managers, directors, and even some President's Club goals here today. Awesome. So that's the first step, is set your sights on your desired rank for the month. And what we want to help you with here today is you have to understand what it's going to take to achieve this. Again, if I'm setting my goal to drive to California, I better know it's thousands of miles. I better know I'm going to need a few tanks of gas. I better know that I'm going to need to stop and fill up and get some food in me, right? So what is it going to take for you to achieve this goal? Well, here's our leadership program. Here's our roadmap, right? And so we see executive, requirements, manager, director. Then we get into the gold ranks, right? President, ambassador, and global ambassador. It's pretty straightforward what's required at each level. It's pretty straightforward. It's not a very complicated leadership program to understand. It's not a very complicated leadership program to understand, but you have to know where you're going. So for those of you that are here and you're saying, you know what, my goal this month is to get to executive, well, let's break down a couple of these, you guys. So we're looking at just a simple unilevel. I love it. I have so many ranks coming in. I love seeing managers and the amount of executives that this company has created in the last 90 days is quite mind-boggling. And that was one of the company's intentions, was to give everyone the ability to come out of the gate strong and hit that executive rank. And so with executive, we're looking at a very simple way to get there, you guys. Very simple. 500 PV. What does that mean? That means you have to have $1,000 contract minimum. Now, that doesn't mean you have to start today with 1,000. So some of you might be here today and you may say, well, Justin, I'm only on the 300. That's okay. You have at some point in this month to get yourself to that $1,000 contract. Those are your personal points. Your personal points do not count towards your group volume. You're going to need 3 referrals. If you see on level 1, this person here, you would be in A up at the top. And then level 1, it's got 4 people, 5 people showing. Now, I will tell you this, level 1 goes on forever. You can have as many people as you want on your level 1. You can personally sponsor hundreds of people. In fact, little side note, one of the first questions that I asked Waskar in Orlando was, where's the most money in the rewards plan? And he said, go wide. And I didn't quite understand exactly why, but when you understand the global bonus and you understand that when you hit President's Club, you get a 1% from every lineage off of your level 1 down infinity starting at level 11, you realize that's why you want to go wide. But in order to hit these ranks, you only need 3 referrals, right? 25,000 in group volume. Now, if you look at this simple starter plan, this team right here on your screen only has 15 people and they've generated 25,000 points. It's a 2-to-1 ratio. For some of you that maybe don't know that yet, it's 2-to-1. So 25,000 group points is simply $50,000 in contract value. And then, of course, the 15,000 max from any one leg. And so we can see here that lineage B is probably where that 15K is going to cap, which means the other 10K can come from the other lines, right? Real simple. That's it. So for those of you that are here and your goal is to hit executive, go get it. Go get it. Let's get it this month. You get your silver pin. You get to claim on the 1st of October whether you want to take the physical iPad or you want to get some Bitcoin. And again, some people don't know this, but your bonus, your Bitcoin bonus, if you decide to opt out of the prize and take the 75% of the value, is not subject to the 20% withdrawal fee. Okay? Let's look at the next rank. Next rank is manager. Again, from a very simple business model. Manager rank, same 500 PV, same 300 referrals. Now you need to see some duplication. You need to see some duplication. You need to be able to still have that $1,000 contract. And so you should have it at this point. But you need to step up your volume, and you now need to duplicate. So what you want to start to, and I'm gonna go over this a little bit more detail, but you have to identify and write down, okay, who are those executives, right? They have to come from two separate lineages. So we're getting one from B and we're getting one from E. In this example, E happens to be our personal. Now, I don't know how y'all feel about this statement, but it's absolutely true in network marketing. I was taught it very young in my career from a 7-figure earner. I mean, this was 7 figures a year that he consistently made in a company that's been around a really long time. Every dud knows a stud, right? If you've heard that statement before, put a yes in a comment. What that means, and I'll give you an example, is you might sign up your buddy Mike. Right? Mike might come in. He might say, you know what, Andrew, I have $2,000. I want to jump in, but I'm not a big networker. That's okay, man. Come on. Now, Mike may know a guy like, I don't know, I'm just looking at videos, John Bone, right? John Bone, who's a networking stud. And so Mike, who is not really a big builder, he's good friends with this guy, John, who has a massive network. And so all of a sudden, John comes in and starts putting in a bunch of volume. John becomes executive before Mike. Point is this, your executives can come from any level, you guys. You never know who in your organization is going to become one of your #1 producers. So, manager rank. There you go. Now, you get your silver pin at manager. Here's a question I've been asked since it's the beginning of the month, and I'll answer it now. You can only qualify for 1 rank in a month. So in this month, if you qualify for executive, and then later this month you hit manager, at the end of the month or the beginning of October, you can only claim the highest rank you've achieved. So you won't hit the iPad and the watch. You won't get both bonuses. You're going to qualify for that top rank of manager. Okay, so whatever is the highest rank you achieve during the month. Now, I'm going to play this video, and then I'm going to tell you why I'm playing this video when it rolls.
His wife's gonna get the Porsche. He prepared the truck. Michael's Porsche is much better than that though.
You guys have
That's a
leadership
Porsche.
that is beyond. We're very surprised. This guy got, I think, how much people do you got on your team? 6,500 personas en 3 meses. I don't know how you do it, but you know.
Now, I share that video with you guys for a couple of reasons. Number one, I want you to understand something. When Luigi and I went to work in July of 2019, we had nothing. We didn't have live trades. We didn't know who the brokers were. We didn't know what the office looked like. We didn't even know what the leadership prizes were. You know, we had a pre-launch website the owners were not on, and we got so much scrutiny about everything you could possibly think of. And Gavin, we actually overshot that. We overshot that. I wasn't prepared for that question, and we had a little over 6,000. Now, what I will tell you is everybody on this call right now has so much more than we had when it comes to transparency and resources, that for each and every one of you, the sky is the limit. Now, I also want to share that because Luigi and I, when we were on that stage, we want each and every one of you to experience what we experienced. Now, we were only in a room with a little less than 1,000 people, but it was electrifying. We want you to understand that when this next regional event happens, whenever it is, whenever this pandemic is finally, it passed us and we can all travel safely to Punta Cana, we want you all to start envisioning being on that stage with the owners, receiving your recognition that you deserve, right? Your leadership pin, your prize, whatever it is, and the excitement and energy that you're going to feel in front of a room of most likely no less than 5,000 to 7,000 people, possibly more. And so very, very exciting event. And yes, we're now, like I said, we're somewhere over 60-some thousand members. So we know now the goal. Everybody has identified what rank they want to hit this month. We know the roadmap, what you know what you have to achieve to get to that rank. Now's the most important piece. It's critical. Okay, it's critical. The work. This is the piece everybody leaves out. They say, you know what, Justin? I want to lose 20 pounds, but I simply can't get to the gym. Or, I diet on Monday, but on Tuesday through Friday, all I eat is cheeseburgers and pasta. Whatever you fill in the blank, right? The work. You hear us say it all the time. Are you willing to do the things other people can but won't, so that you can live the life of your dreams? Are you willing to do what other people can but won't, so that you can live the life of your dreams? Okay, so we have two options. Option A is do nothing and hope for the best. Who's taking that option? Option A, do nothing and hope for the best. Or option B, get to work. I think everybody here chooses option B, right? Let's get to work. Let's roll up our sleeves. Let's plug in and let's get to work. What does that work look like? Well, there's a lot of different ways, and we are not experts. I'm a student of the game. I'm not here to tell you today that my way is the only way. I'm not here to tell you today that you've got to do things the way I do it, because that's not the case. So let's take a look. A very simple invitation. We're going to give you guys a couple of things to think about and walk away from this call today, and some ideas, some options on things you can incorporate into what might already be working for you. Or maybe you're simply stuck and you're here saying, okay, we definitely need a solution, guys. One of the most simplest ways to get people to start to think about this business is with this question. Have you ever made any money in the global Forex market? Now, I am not lying to you when I tell you 4 years ago, I had no clue what Forex was. I didn't. I had never traveled outside of the country. I had never exchanged a US dollar for another fiat currency in my entire life. And so when my friend, good friend of mine, called me up in 2017, he literally said to me, Justin, have you ever made any money in the global Forex market? And you know what I said? What the heck is that? What is that? Well, it stands for we know now, I know now what it is. So if you're doing attraction marketing, if you're buying leads or ads or whatever it is, if you're creating posts on Facebook to generate engagement, and when somebody reaches out to you and says, hey, Steve, hey, Lolly, hey, Pam, hey, Wayne, what is it exactly that you do? Or how can I live that lifestyle? Please pay attention. I don't care what question they ask me. I always respond with this question. Always. I don't say, well, I'm in this company and we get paid 9 levels, or hey, I'm in this company. I don't start explaining anything. I turn around and I answer their question with a question, and I say, hey, Joe, have you ever made any money in the global Forex market? Now, you're going to get a bunch of different answers. You might get, like I said to my friend, was, no, I don't even know what that is. You might get, yeah, I lost all my money. Yeah, I tried to open up a broker account, but I got scammed. Be prepared. You're going to get a bunch of different answers. You know what you respond with? The exact same question every time. Here it is. Are you open to a short video and having a look at my results? I don't care what their answer is. This is most likely your next question. Are you open to a short video and having a look at my results? Now, here's where you have options. Maybe you have our chat bot, right? Maybe you have our chat bot and you're simply going to, when they say yes, because they're most likely going to say sure, you might send them to the chat bot and say, listen, I'm going to send you a link to this really cool info chat bot on Facebook. And you're going to be able to ask it and see videos and testimonials and all this great stuff. And then I'm going to send you a screenshot of my results. People say, well, what results do you send, Justin? I send them a week of the trade results. So I'll go in the back office under finance. I'll go to balance. I'll pick a trade result from this past week or the week before. I'll open up all 5 days. I'll take a screenshot at the percentage and the income that it paid. And I'll send them that. And I'll make sure that they realize that I did nothing. I did not have to lift a finger. I did not have to open up a broker account. I did not have to put money in it. All I did was sign up with this company. Okay? So you might send the chat bot. You might, if you go to our team website and you click on explainer videos, there's 3 videos. There's the BTC video, which is great. What is Bitcoin? There's the what is Forex video that I'm sure you have all seen. There's the pandemic video. Keep saying pandemic. There's the pandemic CFX video, right? The little short video that catches their attention. There's John Kinnear's 20-minute brief overview, which in my opinion is it's gold, right? There's so many different little videos on the website. There's the CFX Success from Home website, which breaks down those videos in 3 right on the main page, 3 little sections. So again, we're not here to tell you which one to use. There's the TCP CFX marketing system. You have a lot of options. The point is, your first question is, have you ever made any money in the global Forex market? And then the follow-up question is, are you open to a short video and having a look at my results? The most important part of growing any business online or offline, Wealth Creator, if you go to the cfxpowerteamsite.com and you click on explainer videos, you'll see the 20-minute video in English and several other languages subtitled. That's the 20-minute video. It is gold. It's John Kinnear. It's professional. It's not hypey. It's the best explanation of the product, the technology, and the rewards plan. Luigi, maybe you can put a link right to the explainer. If somebody can go to our website, click on the explainer videos button, and then drop the link in there. That would be great. The most important piece about growing a business online and offline is those 3 words in green. You've got to show the plan. The more people that you show the plan, the better chance you're going to have at building your business online. And if you guys can actually put the link to the team site, this way they can see other languages and those other 3 little videos. And if you go to the marketing tab on the team site, you'll see all of the marketing resources, whether it's the bot, whether it's the TCP, or whether it's the Success from Home, which is the free tool that the company built for us. Got to show them the plan. So here's a simple solution that might work for you. Maybe it works. Maybe this is what you want to start to incorporate. Start small and stress-free. Okay, I always ask my prospect this question. What do you have set aside to get started? What do you have set aside to get started? Like, can you swing 500 to $1,000? It's a good starting point because it gives you 2 pieces of critical information. Number 1, you're going to learn right away what is the financial position of your prospect, right? You're going to know, like, kind of what can they afford to do. They might say right off the bat, you know what, Alberto? I can't swing that right now, man. And so you know that the $300 package is where they need to start. I've had people say, you know what, Justin, I've got like $5,000 set aside. Can I start with 5? Well, absolutely. Now you know where you're focusing with your new member who's going to be coming on board, right? So I always ask that question. Now, there is a full training. These are nuggets from John Kinnear's training that we did out in the Netherlands at the beginning of the year. There is a full video. It's a MasterMind training on the training tab. So if you guys see in the chat, somebody put the CFX Power Team. If you click on the training button, you'll see a MasterMind training that John did. And this training is a full version of this training. But John did an excellent, it's called a 3x3 build. And we use the term select. You tell your prospect, I am selecting 3 people to come along on this journey with me. See, it's your business, you guys. You're not begging. You're not pleading. You're not groveling. You're letting your prospect know, hey, I'm going to the top and I'm taking 3 people with me. And I'm trying to figure out, are you one of the 3 that I'm going to select, right? You're going to manage your team growth in multiples of 3. Multiples of 3. Now, after you help your 3 get 3, go get 3 more. And then go get 3 more. And then go get 3 more. But you're going to do this, and you're going to support this for 7 generations of growth. Here's a quiz for those of you that think you know the matrix, right? Why do we want to go down 7 generations of growth in the matrix? What percentage does Leo Shea is a man that is paying it. Gavin, I love you guys right now. Like, I love it. Yes, Brian, 30% on level 7. 30% of that 20% fee is going into your pocket. And so 7 generations of growth. So a simple approach to the growth, you want to identify what your leaders need. Lee has fast fingers. I love it. What your leaders will need to achieve their desired rank. Now, some of you don't know this, but if you go to the leadership page and you scroll all the way to the bottom, you can now see your entire organization. When it loads by default, it will have you and your current rank there with your banner and in the data field. Now listen, our website is mobile friendly, but those reports are much easier to read on a PC. And if you're on your phone or your device, you're going to want to rotate it into a landscape mode, and you can see more in that data field. But that's going to show you your personals, your 5 personals, 50 personals, 500, whatever you've done, it's going to show you every line of lineage or every team, however, whatever term you want to use. And so you want to be able to identify where the growth in your organization is coming from. Get familiar with that little section on your leadership page, because a lot of time, energy, and development money has been put into that page. And then you want to write these goals down, and you want to track that weekly progress, right? So what you need to identify here, if you're here today and you've written manager at the top of your page, you need to identify today, who are my executives? Now, I will tell you this, don't just focus on the 2, because when you get to president, you need 3 directors and 3 different legs. So it's no longer 2 executives, 2 managers, it's 3 directors. So start grooming a minimum of 3 leaders in your business. And again, remember, they don't have to be your level 1. You know, they don't have to be your level 1. They could be your level 2, your level 3, your level 4. But start working with those people closely. Create your masterminds. Keep those people close. Help them stay focused, right? And so if you've written President's Club at the top of your page, you need to know that you need 3 directors. Who are they? You need to know that those 3 directors each need 2 managers. That's 6 managers in your organization. Who are they? You know that those 6 managers are each going to need 2 executives. That's 12 executives. Who are they? I can show you. It's hard to see the notepad though in this call. Like, we literally have our entire organization written out as to who needs to hit what rank within that organization. And Luigi and I, that's what we've been focused on the last 60 days is calls. So many calls going on with individual little groups within inside of the global power team to make sure that you guys have access to us to help you build. So you want to write these goals down. You want to track the weekly progress, right? So today's Sunday. What I would suggest each of you do is get with your individual leaders and say, listen, great call we just got off of, Power Team Leadership Program. Next Sunday or next Monday, whatever works, we're going to have our second call, which means you're going to invite all your leaders, and they're going to invite all their leaders, and they're going to invite all their leaders. And I'm telling you, if you focus, if you put in the effort, if you leverage the resources, there is no reason why any of you should not hit that rank. Now, let's talk about money. There is no guarantee, right? There is no guarantee, but you focus the 7, the generations of 7. You do this for a minimum of 6 months straight, like, I don't know, pedal to the metal, right? Like you're obsessed with building this business for 6 months. And we're just talking about the $300 contract. Now, some people are going to come in 500. Some people are going to come in 1,000. Some people are going to come in 5,000. You all know how it works. Some people are going to come in 300, and in a week they're going to upgrade to 5,000 because it's just they see the potential. Now, you build down 7 generations and you do it for 6 months, and everybody in your organization simply withdraws $1,000. Guys, are you looking here? This is what your monthly income could be from the matrix alone in 6 months. If you do a simple 3x3 build and everybody in your organization simply withdraws $1,000. Massive. So we get paid while we do it. We get paid, and that's just one bonus. That's just one bonus. So there's your ranks. We know now we have something different, something new. We wanted to put this in your hands. That's right. We have Italian webinars going. We have French webinars going. We're going to be launching a German and a Swedish. We have a Dutch webinar going. We have all, and it's not just on the Global Power team. There's so many webinars going every single day. Richard Maud is doing an amazing job. Lee and his group are doing calls. The Bahamas are doing calls. South Africa is doing calls. Absolutely massive. And so with that being said, you guys, that's the goal. We set this goal at the 1st of January. We didn't know where we would be in September. We didn't know where we would be in September, but I'm going to tell you right now, at the rate we're going to smash through this. We're going to smash it. We're going to do it as a group. We're going to do it as a community. We've got 500 people on today. That's 500 members on a Sunday with 2 days notice.